Huh. And we are live. Hello. Welcome to the Zoom version of Intercontinental Group of Awesome as we play awesome tabletop role-playing games. We are in the 7th session of our ongoing Zombie World miniseries. Maxi series. Is 7 issues a miniseries anymore? I don't know. Like, we're playing it. 7 sessions. It's nice. Let me go ahead and share our cool Roll20 frame. That's the whole screen. Hold on. I don't want the screen. I just want that. Good. Did that work? What'd that do? Huh. Wonder what that looks like. I don't even know. I'm learning.
For a second, it was a black block that said Richard Rogers has started screen sharing, and now I see your view of Roll20.
All right, cool. Good. And I've got monitoring on YouTube. So sorry for the long pauses as I learn my way around the Zoom. But cool. Here we are. In the last session of Zombie World at the hospital, the St. Lazarus Hospital, you guys had gone to the cruise ship that had docked, or basically beached itself, and went on board to grab some supplies in order to try to fix your generators. You left Elena Voss, daughter of an electrician, up on top deck, went down in and found some weapons, found some zombies, and at the generators for the freezers at the kitchen, you found what you felt would probably be enough for Elena to fix things. On your way out, you ran into a woman who called herself Monique, and she told you to get off of her boat. This is a character or a person you had not heard about, and also you hadn't been told about by the few people who were on the boat. Unfortunately, in this action, you lost a member of your team that went there, which was Prince Nation, the younger brother of DeMarcus. He got bit, and DeMarcus had to take him down. Prince was Alex's character, so at the very end, I had forgotten that we thought ahead. I'm so proud of us. I think that was probably Alex or Jen thinking of that. That'd be my guess. That we went ahead and dealt out those cards so that Alex has some time to think about things. So let's talk a little bit. Alex, please introduce yourself and tell us about your character so far.
Hey, I'm Alex, living in Norway. I am a scout. I have not had time to think about who I am beyond rereading my past and my trauma. If I could get an ally, please.
All right, I can do that. Let me jump on over here to our population deck.
And I mean, it went pretty well just having somebody from the Enclave.
And I just want to say that what we're using is the demo for Zombie World, and I'm looking for the moment when we say let's transition all of the data over to one of the actual officially released module, because it has all of the decks and it's pretty awesome. So we're missing out just a wee bit for some of these cards, I think, which is why I've seen some repeats. That said, you're blessed with the wonderful Roxana Brower. Let's see what she is. I'm going to have to blow this up because my eyes are old. Martial arts instructor. Nice. Skills of instruction, planning, and violence. And equipment is a practice staff. Look at her. She looks tough. A little bruised, maybe? I don't know. Oh, her eyes looks like kind of hidden a little bit. I like it.
I mean, would something like maybe I'm trying to scroll and I'm forgetting it's the
You're trying to scroll on my screen?
Yes, I'm trying to scroll your screen. Hmm. I mean, we've got Bron, haven't we? Is it Bron that we're? Yes. Was Bron the? Could I? Was he a forward scout for other people? Or was he just? It was just him and his ally, wasn't it? Who kind of arrived.
Yeah. I'm not really much of a scout, though my companion Leo is sneaky and stuff.
So maybe I'm part of the hospital, background character. Do you want to create a relationship? Maybe with Kira? Oh, we had that one before.
The two of you care about a third member of the Enclave. What do you feel? Yeah, I mean, we're going to see everything because we only have the core box, unfortunately. Yeah. So there's going to be some repeats. I'm sorry. I could deal another one if you want.
Unless I haven't got any interesting ideas for that one.
Let's put another one on the table. And
all right, we'll leave it out. I won't delete it, but it may go away. So, blah. The two of you agree that another member of the Enclave needs to go.
I like that.
Rough.
I mean, it's a shame that we've lost the obvious choice for who needs to go, but...
Well, he did go, though. That's the good news. He did go. Saved you the effort.
Yeah. Okay, so I think I am at least in my 30s. And reasonably fit, maybe with a bit of a stomach. I guess the apocalypse is slowly wearing down, but
your little loaf is turning into more of a muffin tray.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good. Good stuff.
I can't take credit for it, my friend. Josh tended to use that language.
And I think I'm a scout, so obviously I've volunteered going out ahead of people. Doing some foraging with groups.
Mm-hmm.
Along with my trusty Roxanne, who, I'm the eyes. She's the, makes sure when we do get cornered or something, we get out of there. Okay, I am. I was going to say Eric, but that seems a bit. For some reason, my brain feels that sounds too much like Kira.
There's always the random name generator.
Random name generator.
You're not wrong. There's RNG.
Hold on.
I don't know how to get. I'm not sure exactly how to get past this full screen.
Alt Tab is your best friend in these situations.
Oh, did I do that? Do I need to do a thing? Am I making things worse?
When you share screen on Zoom for the Zoom app, it makes it much more aggressively full screen, which
Does
can
that
be
help?
very meh.
Okay.
Well,
then I'll just stop share for now. That's cool.
Yeah, I would be prudent with when you share screen, because sometimes it's definitely really useful because this is such a tableau-based game.
If you're counting on me being prudent, we are pretty much host friends. I will try to be. You just check me on it.
it's in theme, Rich. Here we are. We're thrown in with everyone.
Yep.
All together, cool. And yeah, we've just gotta rely on each other, even if maybe sometimes it's not ideal.
Cool. I'm down for this. Sweet. All right. So you are a scout. You kept your past and trauma. You're still thinking about a name, and Jen was giving
Robert Bell.
Robert Bell. Love it.
There we go.
Let's draw a relationship between you and Braun. Oh man, let's see here. I'm just gonna. Oh, do I not have any? Shuffle. Okay, I needed to shuffle. Here we go. And I'm going to move DeMarcus over, and I'll drop a relationship card there in the middle. The two of you blame each other for the death of an Enclave member. What happened? You like that one, or you want to look at another one? Since we've seen that one too.
I'm gonna say, oh, a second. I'm gonna change that numbers. I've got to figure it out. Let's see. What was the one you said?
It's right here. I moved it just a little bit. I'll ping it. Bloop. The two of you. This will be between Braun and Robert Bell. The two of you blame each other for the death of an Enclave member.
Oh, I kind of like that if we can choose one of the actual Enclave members who have died in game and just say I was in that situation as just and we'll just create blame now.
Cool. Okay. So do we want to we've got a lot of dead. Let's head
I don't think
to
we're gonna blame. No one's Rolf is like, yeah.
Probably not
for not making it happen earlier.
I mean, it could be Ryan. It could be Virginia.
Yeah, it could be Ryan in the sense that you blame me for not noticing that Rolf was already bitten, and we're blaming that on why Ryan died. Or there are other people, of course.
I quite like that
people
one.
At the police station.
Yeah, like the deaths, that was a mess that it was avoidable. You mean you should have seen the bite?
Yeah.
I mean, you were there.
I'm a doctor.
Yeah.
And of course, I think you're ridiculous. He hit it. He was a bastard. Is it blame each other, though?
It does say blame each other.
It does say blame each other. It's a complicated one. It's like there's certain aspects of this that get a little tough as you cycle through a bunch of different characters.
On the other side of it, do you think that you told Ryan that Rolf was on his way to the drug thing, and so I blame you for sending him off there to get killed, and you blame me for not noticing that Rolf was bitten?
Yeah, that sounds like it was like I didn't know what I was saying. I was just assuming it was just Rolf being his normal, he just needs to be kept in check. I didn't realize he would be that on edge.
Ryan was in a wheelchair. What was he going to do?
I mean, they have history. I thought at least, he could be shamed into,
Yeah, they have history. He busted his face open.
We'll just agree to disagree.
Cool.
Yep. But who needs to die? Oh, go.
So I've been looking. I've been thinking about this, and I think it's Juanita, and I think she needs to go.
Yeah.
She is kind of terrible. I'm okay with this.
She's like a drug dealer. She was kind of close with Rolf. She's been real shifty. she's shitty to like half the people who just moved in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It has to go.
We may have even found her lurking around the helicopter after Rolf was killed.
Yeah, what's up with that? That's not a good sign.
Cool. I like it. So let's have some time pass. And so that brings us to a couple of questions that I wanted to kind of ask in our last session for a while. Jen, do you want to continue playing as Kira, your newest character, or do you want to jump back to Tracy?
Goodness. It's in my hood. I flipped a coin and that's where it went.
Missed it. I hope it was on the YouTube. That would be great.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to jump back to playing Tracy.
Cool. And then, I mean, the only thing that jumping time sacrifices is that Darian was trying to research who might have been responsible for cutting the power generator and letting a bunch of zombies in. But I think we can establish that, or maybe we just pick up with Tracy. You play Tracy, and he can report that information.
I mean, we've got somebody who needs to go. I got slightly distracted by some messages.
It's okay. It's all right.
I don't know who you established. Did you establish
who Darian fingered for this?
Yeah.
No, I did not.
Okay. I mean, we do have somebody who needs to go. Can we? Could that be incorporated into the who did it?
It certainly could.
Or at least who we suspect. Who all the clues point to.
We can do that. So I had one other question, which is to Tyler. Who did you want to play?
I think I'll stick with Braun.
Still don't want to play Skipper if Jesse's not around?
Right. With no Jan here, I just feel that's just incomplete.
I get you. So since we just established the relationship, thank you, Tyler, for asking the question. Shall we go ahead and redraw that relationship between Robert and Kira to be between Robert and Tracy? Is that okay?
That's good.
Cool. And then I'll just stick Darian down here in our pooled NPCs, and I am going to try to do some wizardry here, which I'll probably fail at. Oh, there's not a whole lot of room. Move this over here. We're definitely not going to use it, so I'll delete it. I'll move this down here. And then, sorry guys, this take a second. It's a little bit of maintenance here. Two of you. All right. What I'm going to try to do is move Kara whole lock, stock, and 2 smoking barrels. Highlight everything about her. Move her over. No, that's not going to go well.
It's unusual for a PBTA that it really does need the tabletop stuff. And I'm not saying needs to be played at tabletop, but it really needs the mats and everything, where most PBTA, you can get by with just a spreadsheet.
Pretty much, yeah.
Spreadsheet this. I think you could. I think it would be challenging.
Okay, I'm going to try again. I've made a little bit more space. Let me move her over here. Oh, I think I pulled it off. Yes, I am good at things.
Yeah, I think it's just like the drawing of the cards that is the one that doesn't. Or you could have one person physically drawing cards.
It helps for the visual of all the relationships.
They can't send the private mess. Yeah.
I honestly really like when you guys draw the cards. There's just something really neat and tactile and interesting about it.
And if one person was doing it on their end, you would lose out on the GM not knowing what's, like for pasts and traumas and such. you won't be able to keep it secret from them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I've moved Tracy back over with her 2 stress. We're going to say that I think her stress is going to go away because you've been healing, right? So I think we should do that. You've been convalescing. It's the one benefit you get for taking a break.
Cool. Okay, good. All right.
Awesome. All right. Stop playing with it. It's good enough. Sweet. So I think let's start off with a kind of introductory scene. Maybe we lead off with Darian reporting to everyone what he's found, and it might be in Tracy's room with Braun attending, and this is where we see Robert Bell, we've only seen the background of other scenes. We've seen him all along. He gets the speaking part. It's one of the things, if you're a good actor and you stick around, do the work, they kill all the other staff, all of a sudden you're going to get some plot.
Yeah, I was obviously like, you saw me like in the back of scenes, standing next to main characters and chatting to them, but there was never a focus on it.
Yeah. A lot of your work was filmed. It just ended up on the cutting room floor.
Yeah.
But now's your time. Sweet. So we'll pick up with Tracy in her room. What's your room look like? And is it a room, like, are you sharing it with Lauren now, or do you guys still have your own separate spaces? What do you think along those lines?
I think my room has moved. I think that's changed, and so now I'm sharing a room with Lauren, and it's still a pretty simple, hospital bedroom. I mean, there are beds in it, but it's a stretch to call it a bedroom. But there's there's a couple cabinets. There's my big bulletproof looking guitar case propped up. There's some windows to the inner court. And then a couple of hospital beds. Maybe some like trays on wheels, like as little desks. And some chairs probably around just to facilitate people coming and meeting with me.
Nice. And I think once you've revealed that you're a musician, I think Elena probably hangs out from time to time. Maybe the two of you jam. Are you open to Elena wanting to play with you, or is that a thing that's more personal for you?
I'm into it.
Cool. So we'll pick up with a whole bunch of people jammed into your room because, of course, Clayton's going to be here. I think DeMarcus isn't. Neither is Juanita. Elena will show up, and Lauren, Tracy are already here. Braun, you were in checking on things with her prosthetic leg. And Darian has this little like flip pad of notes. So did a little bit of research like we talked about. I interviewed a bunch of people. I had to really track some things down. I'm sorry it took so long. I know it's been a while. It's raining outside. He says, so it looks like it was a little bit of an inside job and a little bit of an outside job.
Keep going.
So there's, I wasn't aware of this because when, when we came in, you guys didn't really talk a whole lot about this, but the police department is just, a few blocks away. That lady, she is sitting on, a gold mine of weapons. And it looks like she's off with a bunch of stuff. She's angling to try to clear us out of here. And I'm pretty sure that it was, according to what I can tell of people who saw stuff, that looks like Juanita was the inside job. And basically, Got in a bunch of walkers.
Hmm.
Not really
Yeah.
sure how, but I think this lady, not Juanita, but this other lady, she can herd him. Herd, like a shepherd. Like, I'm not really sure.
Well, it's not like walkers are smart. They don't need to be. Fuck.
Get the feeling Juanita might know I suspected though.
That could probably put you in danger.
Yeah. We all know she's got a gun. And I don't really trust her. She's pretty violent. Robert, do you mind if maybe I hang around you and Roxanne a little bit until we figure all this out?
We can keep an eye on you.
Okay. Good.
Do you want to try anything with 3 of us?
And to remind me, the lady at the police station, she has not come over yet.
She is not.
We did heal her friend, though.
You did
Yep.
heal her friend and Vincent. And I should probably update that.
Yeah, how's Vincent been feeling lately? And frankly,
Wrong.
does Tracy know that Vincent's from the police department?
I think Tracy knows.
Yeah,
I would have
It
certainly
makes
told
sense.
you.
yeah.
He's on the mend, I think. In fact, according to the deal, she should be letting us have those weapons.
Well, it's been a minute. She might think that the deal has changed and we fucked something up, even though, of course, her friend's alive.
Yeah.
Well, if we didn't go back and tell her, she may not know that.
It's true.
But Juanita could have told her. I mean, it's not like we've broken down all the lines of communication. Sure, some walkers come through from time to time, but it's not that far.
Yeah, not really been keeping an eye on her.
Well, Juanita could have told her a line of shit.
Yeah.
It's true, too.
Yeah.
Well, should
I mean-
we have 2 problems. 1, Juanita is willing to cut off power to the whole enclave in order to get herself a handful of guns. And 2, the last remnants of the police station are entirely happy to manipulate people here in order to kill out the enclave and take the hospital for herself, as if we haven't got room for her.
She didn't seem real stable when I spoke with her. She was certainly a little gun happy.
This does not seem like a person we can deal with.
We have got the means to fix the generator. We just got to clear out that space, which may not be easy. I'll kind of look down to your leg, know what happened last time we went down.
Yeah, I remember.
We need to make sure she's not up to more mischief. Again, kind of a very quick glance at your leg and then look away.
Well,
Lauren says, listen, I think we go and we can clear out the area around the generator if we have the weapons. And obviously things aren't going to work out with this lady. Now, Rich can't find the note card where he wrote down the woman's name. So I'm going to go with Constance. I think that's a nice... So Constance, and I'm going to add that to our NPCs, and I'm very embarrassed that I didn't write that down. So sorry about that, but we will be calling her Constance. So Lauren says, maybe she'll recognize me. I could try to play it like I'm coming back. Maybe I'm pissed off at you guys.
well, we could go and just legitimately tell her we've fixed up your friend. According to the deal, we're supposed to have a quid pro quo here. We can at least play it straight to begin with, right? I mean, it'd be a hell of a lot easier if we can get some of these guns out of her.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I say, Lauren, you go. Take Vincent is the name of the guy. Yeah, take Vincent with you. If he's good to move around.
I can
Pick one or two people to watch your back.
go with, but I mean, if we have a mole, like it seems, we need to deal with that now.
We're going to say
That's
that
a
we're
very
sending you
noble-
guys out on general scavenge. Food. That's not hard to believe. We need food. In the meantime,
we have taken care of problems like this before, Trace.
yeah,
For the betterment of the Enclave.
I mean, what she did had consequences. And that was, I mean, keeping her will have put lives on the line. And she could come with us, scavenging. Things happen.
sure. Well, she's
Okay.
got a gun and that's got to be useful.
I'm a little worried about taking her out somewhere where she has the chance to run. Maybe just a quick walk up and bam, it's over.
I mean, I don't think it doesn't need to be done, but there's been an awful lot of carnage in the hospital recently.
I'm not comfortable with executing somebody inside the hospital grounds either. And frankly,
I think Clayton will step in here and say, well, I'm not very happy if this turns out to be true, and I have no reason to doubt it, that Juanita's working against us. I'm not comfortable with her staying within the Enclave. However, the idea of assassinating her sounds like something that Rolf would have done. I think maybe, perhaps we try to restore a little bit of justice. We put her on trial. And Darian, you got some evidence and some people who offered testimony. We offer her the ability to turn herself in. We take her weapon away. We confine her, and then we have a trial. And then we can do a little bit of...
And if she's guilty, what do we do? String her up?
We exile her. Wow. We got a world of the dead out there. Is there a reason for us to make more? Just because it's convenient and easy?
I'm looking at Tracy to see if I can read what she's thinking of this.
is that a move?
I don't know if that's a move. I suppose I'm looking, to see if you're going bullshit or whatever. But if there is a move, I suppose I'll go to the move.
Isn't really. I mean, there's open up to someone.
Sure.
Get in someone's face and it's just a bad situation, but none of those really feel like
reading a person.
Right.
Okay. Cool. Then I'll just give it to you straight. Man, I just cannot keep my temperature right. take on the jacket, take off the jacket, put on the shirt, take off the shirt. Tracy's entertaining this. Fairly specifically, I think that you've learned over the past while since you've reunited with Tracy that Tracy's fairly careful about doing something unilaterally without the knowledge and approval of at least a majority of the Enclave.
Okay.
So if people understand that Juanita is being punished because of things we can prove she did, that's appealing to Tracy. And
okay, so it's clear you're not dismissing this out of hand.
No, I'm rubbing my chin, I'm nodding, I'm like, okay.
All right. And I am definitely to follow your lead, but I'll say, if this... Go ahead.
Let's be real. Exiling her is a lot like killing her. It's also a lot like giving her a good excuse to run into the arms of somebody else who might attack the Enclave.
With all our information.
I would rather give her an opportunity, once the truth is to light, to restore what she's done.
And that's when Lauren will say, well, she can't give you your leg back, so I think she's pretty much fucked. I'm all for the killing her part. And here's the deal. If it gets out, maybe somebody else tries. And then what are we going to do? Play whack-a-mole? I think we should just take care of this. Take Juanita out and then go after this Constance bitch and get this over and done with. Get the weapons, take out the walkers down there, fix our generator, and get this place back up and running.
If Tracy's saying she deserves a chance to come clean, then we should go with that.
Listen, Lauren, I think, and I put a hand on one of her shoulders, in that gentle but full contact sort of way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Run kind of, yeah. I want to do what you're saying too. It's clean, it's quick, it gets us exactly physically what we need. But I don't want to disrupt the Enclave more than's necessary. I don't want people questioning what happened. I don't want people feeling like if Juanita didn't do anything wrong in their eyes, are they next? Can they trust us? Can they trust each other? And maybe revealing that Juanita did bad shit is going to do the same thing. But I don't like making decisions like this without the community.
Well, the first thing for sure is we need to disarm her, and that probably means a bum rush on her quick and get that gun away from her.
Mm-hmm.
Then we can take her into custody if that's what you're wanting, Clayton, or whatever the fuck. But her with a gun and out there to kill us,
yep,
that can't continue.
Well, at least that's simple. We roll on her when it's wee hours of the morning. 4 or 5 a.m. She's asleep.
Yeah. I'll look over towards Robert, your companion. What's her
Roxanne.
name?
Roxanne?
Yeah. Roxanne and I can go in there, grab hold, Leo. We should be able to move quick, handle it with no problem.
I'll back the play, but doesn't mean I agree with it.
What do you prefer? Taking her out, Something back of the head?
I don't feel bringing all this out into the community is going to help trust. I feel she just doesn't come back from a run, and it's done. It's happened before. It's not like she's, integrated with the community. She's pretty abrasive. No one's going to cry over it. It's not something I enjoy doing, but in my opinion, it's what should be done. But like I say, if everyone's against the idea, I'll back your play.
So I think Clayton will put this to a vote, and I think it would be interesting if the three of y'all are effectively the vote for the group.
Okay,
So
I like it.
It seems like the two things that have been proposed. One is come up with a salvage run. Robert would go out with Juanita and maybe somebody else, and they would make sure she doesn't come back. Option 2 is you wait until the night, and you go into Juanita's room, jump her, disarm her, take her into custody. So now, using Zoom, the wonder of the private ballot, we'll do a secret ballot. So each of you can change your chat to everyone to make it to me, Richard Rogers. I should probably change my name to like GM Rich. Good.
We know who you are.
I know. It's true. So do you want to go option 1, the run from which she never returns, or option 2, jumper in the wee hours of the night?
Say when you want us to vote. I've got it.
Yep, go ahead. If you're sending it privately to me, then.
Yep. What do we write this on little bits of paper and?
Yes, that's what you guys do. Like, yeah, that's totally it. Like in the fiction, everybody's like writing their vote. I'm waiting for one person to vote back. And once I get that, then we'll have a reveal.
Maybe it's like the bits of paper. You tear a piece of paper if you. So.
Cool. So Clayton takes up all the pieces of paper from the assembled folks, and he starts reading, puts them into two little piles, and you see option 1, jump her. She never comes back from a run is option 1. Take her out at night and arrest her is option 2. And eventually Clayton says, well, y'all, little secret cabals voted, and it appears that what Robert has proposed is what the majority is interested in. So, Robert, if you could organize at least 1 to 2 others, make sure they're like-minded individuals. I really don't want any more dissension in this, and this is something that will never, ever leave this room.
So we went with take her out and kill her.
Yeah. I agreed that we would vote. I don't
Roxanne,
like it, but I understand the pragmatism.
You'll come, Roxanne?
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, if you, Bron, I don't know if you don't want that on you, but I could use a hand.
I'm up for it.
All right. So with that in mind, I think that we shall jump to the make a plan, right? Let's do that. This will be fun. It's early the next morning. You guys had another night without power. It's getting cold. It rained all night last night. And those walkers are still trapped down in the ground level where the broken generator is. Elena has like categorized all the wires and couplings and all the pieces you guys got. And she's ready to go, but terrified to go down there with all of those things in the dark. And you make a plan where Juanita gets volunteered to head out on a supply run. Braun, what's the supplies that you guys are looking for?
Let's see, probably with since we haven't had electricity in a while, we're planning to have it here shortly. My guess is fresh food. I probably said something like we're really in trouble with people having not had anything fresh. We're going to try, and we're actually looking for places we know where fresh food grows. Okay. So we're going to a little outside of the main of downtown.
Cool. And we'll say that you guys have maybe Jesse and Skipper have worked with DeMarcus to get one of the ambulances up and running, gassed and ready to go. So you guys get to drive because that's fun. A Walking Dead episodes where they're in a car is pretty cool and rare. And also you'll need to carry stuff back. So yeah, you've got a rescue squad or an ambulance that is ready to
is Damascus driving?
I thought that the team was Braun, Robert, Roxanne, and Juanita. So I think that any more would get a little we don't have room. It'd look a little obvious. So I keep looking outside because it's snowing again. Holy crap, guys!
Is it? I'm trying to look here because my eyes are. Is it Demarcus or Damascus? I don't want to give him the wrong name.
It's Demarcus. I stopped worrying about it. But yeah, it's Demarcus. Cool. So let's have you make a plan, and it sounds like this plan is really about being stealthy and smart. Who's leading it? And then you tell me. Are you trying to be manipulate? Is it more important that you're manipulating and
it feels like it's more manipulating
and lying?
Okay. Yeah, we're trying to get her in a position where she's got her back turned. We can just pop her.
Okay, cool.
And I'll probably have gone up to Robert and say, I've had to handle this sort of thing before. There'll be the right time. We just get her distracted, and then it's over quick.
Nice. All right. With the plan about being careful, safe, and stealthy, or talking, persuading, manipulating, and lying, you're going to be using soul. Let's see. Is the plan supported by plenty of resources and people? I mean, it's 3-on-1. So I think that's plenty to take out one person unaware. If you're basing the plan on accurate current information, I don't see that per se, because it seems like a broader range plan benefit. -1 is there's significant opposition that would interfere with the plan. No, it's just one person. -1 if there's significant dissent about what plan to follow. So I think Roxanne is down with this, and it seems like Braun and Robert are good to go. So we will not have a -1 on that, which means you are drawing soul +1 for having more than enough people to take it out. Do you want me to deal you those 3 cards, or do you want to pull them?
I can draw.
Okay.
She said soul +1. Okay.
Yes.
Right. 3.
Total of 3.
An edge.
An edge. Okay. Oh, I just found out there's some advanced sharing options, but it doesn't look like it does. It's always going to be on top. I was going to share the screen, but anyway. Okay, on an edge, on a hit, you arrive in the middle of your plan in decent shape. On an edge, some part of your plan encounters unexpected difficulties or your party splinters. Your choice. Imagine that taking the rescue squad out, you scouted out, you found a small farm on the edge of town, and you're heading. It's a little overgrown, but you're starting to pick things out. It's very muddy outside. And what choice do you want? Do you want to go party splinters or unexpected difficulties?
Unexpected difficulties.
Sweet. So, Robert, you are, so just to kind of lay it out, I'm imagining there are a number of formerly tilled rows of what was a small kind of community garden in a suburb of this city. There's a large concrete building nearby, and by large, I think it's, the size of a trailer. And you guys hop the fences because this is one of those like community garden type deals. So you hop the fences to go in, and Roxana is just trying to make this seem completely legit. So she's down, got a bunch of bags, and is pulling up some of the produce. And Juanita she did a little bit of work, but then she's come off and she's having a smoke break, right? And she's got muddy fingernails. She does not like this work. This is not good work, but oddly enough, she pitched in. She did some work before she had to take her smoke break, Robert. And now you're moving over. What do you have? What is it that you're going to try to take her out with?
I think I just got a lead pipe. Just a foot of.
Okay. You're moving up. She's leaned against the concrete, and it's some of the unpainted concrete blocks formed together to be this enclosure. And as you're coming up to her, you hear boom from inside that concrete area. There is a padlocked and chained door, and you hear it again.
Like a motor?
Like something pushing on it. Like pushing on the door. When he looks around, she's like, shit. She glances, looks right at you, doesn't really register you holding a pipe as anything toward. You think there's something in there?
Possibly.
I mean, probably the dead, but like, why would you go in there? Maybe there's some shit in there.
I kind of give her like a and put my ear against the wall.
Oh, you can hear it. You can hear maybe several. Why don't you assess a bad situation?
Why don't I? Have you?
Let me do that thing. Thank you for asking. I will recall all three of those cards, and I will shuffle them now. So when you assess a bad situation, draw steel. Braun, you notice that maybe Robert was making his move. Roxanne is a little tense. She seems to be aware of this, and then now they're heading around to that building. Are you coming up to see what's going on, or trying to still play it cool and let the two of them deal with it?
Well, if they're heading over to something, it makes sense that, I would go over to keep an eye on it. And I think I probably got, something like, to cut these things. I probably, the food and, vegetables, I probably have like a trowel or something like that.
Cool.
Yeah, I got an edge.
Got an edge. Okay, on an edge, you get one question. Braun, if you wanted to help, you could spend a stress and draw one more card, because for helping, you draw the number of face-up cards that someone else has.
We're not that close, and I'm very stressed.
That sounds logical to me. Poor Braun with your 3 stress.
What here is the most useful to the Enclave?
You realize that a community garden like this that would have a padlocked little area like this would probably have a lot of gardening supplies, the kind of stuff that they wouldn't want people to get, and whatever's inside there, because it looks like it hasn't been ransacked by scavengers, it's probably the most useful for the Enclave.
Guys, we might have found something. I think in my head as well, I'm like, oh, should I do it now? It's like, I feel really shitty, kind of like getting her help and then doing this thing. But I think I share a look with Bron, like just like a slight wince to like.
I pulled out, probably put my trowel to the side, pulled out a knife now that it's legit. There's danger. What do you think would be in here? What's worth the risk?
Juanita says, I'm just fucking curious.
And I'll move over towards the door, and Juanita, if you'll, can you see anything around the edges? And I'm kind of squatting down, like I'm trying to look underneath this door.
Okay. So are you trying to, is this more about getting her more engaged with what's going on inside that shed to set this up?
Yeah, I'm wanting her to look in that door while I'm down there around the bottom of her legs.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Yeah, I think I share a look with Bron, like, because.
Right. So I think, Bron, you're trying to, for lack of a better term, avert disaster, the disaster of your failed plot to murder Juanita.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're trying to avert disaster, say what you're trying to prevent. I think we know that. And draw survival. On a triumph, you manage it. On an edge, you pull through, but it will cost
recall
you.
The cards.
I will recall the cards. You are Johnny on the spot. An early star to our star, the Deckminder.
All right, so I'm drawing 2.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
And then remember, the way the help works is you can say, here's what I drew, but before I come in and adjudicate, Alex can say, I'm going to help as Robert. And Bron has 3 cards face up, which means if you spin distress, you get to draw 3 cards to help him. He's very open.
All right, I've drawn. I've got an edge as my high.
I'll mark stress and.
Okay.
I draw from. He didn't return the cards, does he? Before I draw.
No, he does not. It's all from the same draw, effectively. Yeah. It's like you're drawing 5 cards.
3?
So, yes.
Would you like an edge? One of my misses.
I'll take the edge. I'll use my edge, I suppose.
All right.
Oh, you might stress for me. Thank you.
So, Bron, because you're getting help, I'll let you make the choice of who suffers serious harm from the gunshot. You or Robert? Because Robert's helping.
I think since I'm low, it's probably going to be Robert. Because
you duck down and Juanita's, she just kind of catches you guys are crowding a little bit, and all of a sudden she reaches into that little satin jacket of hers and she draws out her revolver, turns around, you grab hold of her, Bron, but not before she fires and hits Robert right in the gut. Robert, I want you to suffer serious harm, friend. When you suffer serious harm, draw a card from the survivor deck. Draw an initial card for each true statement. The harm is accidental or unintentional. That is not true. The harm isn't explicitly lethal. No guns. It is a gun. You have cover, body armor, or a bodyguard. Do you have cover, body armor, or a bodyguard?
I mean, Roxanne's nearby.
She is nearby.
React.
She is nearby. I will let you draw a second card then. On a hit, you'll live.
Okay, do you want cards?
Yep, let me draw them back. Thank you, card minder. You're wonderful and useful to me and very important. All right, you get to draw 2 cards, and on a hit, you'll live. Oh my God, please, Alex, don't lose another character. 3 characters in 2 sessions? I'm going to feel guilty in a minute.
Oh.
No! Both misses?
2 misses, yeah.
Holy shnikey. Oh my God. On a miss. You're dead. The GM will tell you when. Do you want to take over Roxanne? Oh my God.
Oh,
Do you want to give me some cards and I'll...
Yeah, let me work on that.
I could be Roxanne.
I mean, I could push stress on me, but you've only got to get 1 card out of me because you only have 1 showing.
If you want, you can play Kira.
That's true. That's true. All right, let me recall all and shuffle that deck. You grab hold, Braun. Gun goes off twice. First one hits Robert in the gut. The second one hits him right in the chest. And he goes down hard.
And what I had done is, which may explain why she had time to react, is I had gone straight into the femoral artery. So I was going into her leg, so she'd bleed out super, super fast, because that's super fast.
Turn to violence then. When you turn to violence against the uninfected, draw savagery. On a hit, trade harm and choose options. And I'm not going to have her harm you as well. Unfortunately, you get a little.
Is that where, was my action on the edge, was that a success on doing the taking her out?
So that's a fair question. Yeah.
Because it wasn't a miss.
No, you're right. We shouldn't draw to inflict violence. The averted disaster effectively was the violence. So yeah, it's good. It's good.
So I've sliced her. She had time enough to fire before I could get her down.
You had time enough to fire before you get her down. She's gone down. Roxanne comes over, steps on her hand. You hear a knuckle crack, and she kicks the gun away. And Juanita she's in a lot of pain. She's like, "You gonna save us now, fucker? Come on, Doc."
You turned on this enclave. We know it was you.
I think if I have a chance to gurgle out just a few words.
Yeah, you can.
Roxanne, just fucking finish it. We came here to do the job. She doesn't deserve last words.
Roxanne will glance at you, Braun. Is there anything you can do for Robert?
Let me see. Take care of her.
Okay. And she's going to reach down, grab Juanita by the cuff of her satin jacket, and drag her around the corner. And you see Robert he's bleeding out. You don't have any time. You don't have any supplies.
I will do that initial look through, try and triage, look, packing the wound with something before I realize. And I'm sorry. I really am.
Yeah. You don't have to sugarcoat it for me. That's fine.
And I think, I am a doctor. I think that I do carry with me at least some bit of a medical bag. And I'm going to pull out a syringe and at least just mainline him some morphine for the pain.
Okay. And you will drift off to sleep, and the pain eases away, Robert, and then you go. What's the last thing that you see?
I think I'm just like lying back, looking straight up and looking at blue sky, and just I don't know, I mean, I can't even tell. My vision's kind of going a bit, so I can't tell what it is. But just a bird flies by. I mean, it might just be a pigeon or something, but it looks pretty to me.
So, Prawn, you've got 2 recently dead. When you dispose of the newly deceased, draw savagery. On a hit, you do what needs to be done quickly. On an edge, it isn't smooth going. Mark stress or draw from the bite deck, your choice.
All right, so I'm sorry. I can draw from the bite deck, or
it's a basic move, or a zombie move. Sorry, when you dispose of the dead, or the newly deceased, draw savagery. On a hit, you do what needs to be done. On an edge, you have to make a choice.
All right, let's draw some savagery.
Hold on. Let me recall and make sure I've recalled. I had, but I'm going to shuffle 2. And I have. All right. Haha. I did the thing.
2. I got an edge.
Okay. Here's the question. Now, you get to make a choice. Do you want to mark stress, or do you want to draw from a bite deck?
I'm drawing from the bite deck. I think it would be ironic if Robert bites me.
That would be awesome. I mean, ironic. Go ahead. I know it's shuffled because nobody's pulled from it this game, and I did it before the game started.
All right. We got a threat.
All right. Drop that sucker out there. Let's take a look.
More zombies. There it is.
Nice. So you take out Juanita with Roxanne's help, move over and jam the trowel into Robert. And that's when the door splinters to that little shed, and several zombies come shambling out. You see there were 4 in there. And one of them has a significant limp. The other 3, though, they have a lot of blood on their chest and dried blood on their chins, like they ate something in there. What do? Roxanne grabs her staff. We should really bury them, but shit. Come on. It's just 4. Let's do this.
Yeah, I think that's probably, we can handle 4.
When you fight a swarm of zombies, draw savagery. On a hit, you greatly reduce their numbers. And I'll say that on a hit, you can actually probably take these guys out. On an edge, I get to choose a thing. So on a hit, you get to make a choice from Fight the Dead, and on a edge, I get to choose one as well.
Alrighty, if you'll recall.
I will recall. Man, I was on a streak of 1 in a row.
All right, so I draw 2. And I got an opportunity.
Nice. You want to spin that stress?
I think I'm gonna have to.
All right. So then you get to choose one. You first of all, you greatly reduce their numbers. So we'll say that you take out this little shed of zombies.
Mm-hmm.
You get to choose one. You attract the attention of a third party. You end up in a bad spot. Draw from the bite deck. You mark stress or suffer serious harm. Your choice. That's on a triumph. I'm sorry, but it is.
Yeah.
It always sucks fighting zombies.
I'm going to draw from the bite deck.
God, this is getting terrifying. Okay. I don't recall on bite deck.
Mm-mm. It's another threat. Something breaks. Something in your environment will break. The GM tells me what.
Cool. You take out this group of zombies, and it's grisly, right? But you go in there, you see that they ate on a dog.
Mm.
But you find in there are a bunch of gardening supplies. And there's some of those like canvas bags, like you might take to a local grocery store if you're all like eco-friendly, and some trowels and a big rake, and it's a haul. And you get everything packed up, get back to the rescue squad, and one of the tires is flat. And you didn't have a bubble or a spare.
Does it look like it's been flattened, or is it just gone flat over something we may have
It looks
hit?
like you maybe ran over a nail and didn't realize it.
Oh, good. Not somebody.
Roxana's like, well, shit.
All right. I'll start looking around. It's better off we get something on it than it is if we try to walk. It's a long way. And so I'm going to start looking for any other vehicle around here and just patchwork on a tire.
Awesome. I'm going to cut away from
Yeah.
you, but you'll be foraging for supplies when we come back.
Cool.
So Alex, what did you choose?
Can I just grab a few, be dealt a hand, and just see if anything, if it kind of fits with an existing character, I'll just become that character, or?
Sure, I'm good with that.
And in the meantime, I can jump in as soon as I've got something.
Okay, cool. Let me go ahead and put those, show those decks so you can pull from them. And then we'll jump back to Tracy. It's dark. They should have been back by now. Lauren's pacing. Well, I mean, I don't.
Something might have happened to the car.
Yeah. Something might have happened to the car. Something might have happened to them. Maybe Juanita turned on them before they turned on her. We need to get some walkies. There are a bunch of walkies in the police department. When we take that place over, we're going to be set. There's rechargers. We get the generator fixed, then we can keep those things charged, and we can stay in communication. We don't have to wonder what the hell's going on. I really hate having power. Listen, Trace.
What's up?
I think we could take the helicopter out of here.
Where'd we go?
Maybe we don't go forever. Maybe we just scout around. What if we go the next town over and they got plenty of stuff? All the supplies we could need. And we just never went that far.
I mean, maybe, but that cruise line never found anything worth staying for.
Those idiots could have even gone there if they found something, right? I mean, they weren't very smart. I'm sorry, that's not nice.
No, it's fair.
Oh no, Trace, it just feels like this is just a war of attrition. We're doomed to fail. And we're sitting there with a helicopter. She's gassed up. She's checked. Now, it's not going to last forever. Eventually some of this stuff's going to wear out. She's been sitting idle for too long. And I'm terrified to start her up just to test her out because everyone's going to freak out and think that I'm leaving.
I like your scouting plan. I do. Who knows what we'll find? I mean what I said, though, when Braun was sewing on my leg. It's been too long. Nobody's fucking coming for us. And nobody came for the cruise ship.
I know. You ever been up in a helicopter?
No, actually. What's it like?
It's majestic. I only flew. I only flew a few. Mostly jumped out of them, but
A perfectly good helicopter? You jumped out of it?
She kind of lifts up and she's got the little paratrooper tattoo. She says, boy, everybody else settled for a patch. They were the idiots.
You can lose a patch.
Damn straight. I mean, I could lose an arm. No offense.
Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah,
I don't recommend it.
Seems terrible.
Yeah. This, I think, we should bring to the community. Talk it out. Scout down, north, east, west. See what's around. See if there are other enclaves out there. Maybe we can start caravanning, doing some trade, something.
There's a prison 10 clicks up north. There's the army base to the south. There's stuff. There's
so
stuff
pot
around
smokers
here.
all around us.
Yeah, pretty much. Maybe we should talk to this Vincent guy.
Yeah, sure. Let's see what he has to say.
Okay.
Do we have any maps around here?
Yeah, we've got a few maps from the convenience store. DeMarcus grabbed them along with that stupid ass Game of Life. God, I hate that game. Who thought Game of Life was good?
Somebody who was real bored? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well.
You need Parcheesi any day. Or sorry. Okay, come on. Do you want to take a wheelchair? I'll wheel you around, girl. Pop a wheelie, everything.
Much as I would love to ride the Lauren Express again.
That's a totally different offer, but both are on the table.
I got to break this shit in. Come on.
All right, let's do it.
And I've got like a cane to go with it.
Yeah, you should. It takes some practice. Cool. So we see Tracy get up on her prosthetic leg with the cane, and Lauren kind of hovers, like she does the thing where she like walks beside you and has her hand like halfway around your lower back to ready to just grab you at any point you start to topple over. How does Tracy manage this? Is she okay on it? Is it just tiring, or does she have balance issues?
I mean, honestly, it hurts like fuck. Like,
I would imagine.
It hasn't been a month since she's had her leg amputated. So she can't do it for a terribly long period of time. But Tracy has almost certainly been trying to do as much as she can a couple times a day, and is pushing herself to get used to it and get good at it and figure out ways to adapt to the prosthetic. Might have been yelled at a couple of times by Braun for doing too much. But that's how Tracy's dealing with it right now.
Cool. So you make your way down the corridor to the patient room where Vincent is there. He's sitting up a little bit, and I think he's got a candle in his room. And he's reading a big, thick, like sci-fi book that's like the 5th in a long ass series. Like it's one of those, like the only book in a 12-volume series, but it's the one you have.
Yep. And it's big, so you're going to be reading it for a while.
Yeah.
I'll rap on the door. Evening, Vincent.
It's Tracy, right?
Yeah. You good to talk?
Sure, of course.
Cool.
You really didn't have to. I mean, that looks painful. I'm sorry.
I'm not going to lie to you, man. It sucks, but I got to get used to it. I got to live with it. I'll find a place to sit and ease myself down.
Before, me getting shot was bad, but I wouldn't still be here. But now, no power and the risk of sepsis and infection, it sucks too. Different suck, but still suck.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody recommend getting shot as a positive.
Hey, listen, hardly anybody's talking to me. What happened to the power?
Well, we're pretty sure that the generator got sabotaged. Because a bunch of dead did get let in to the generator area, but they don't care about big, fat conduit cables.
That sucks.
Yeah. We've got the parts. Now we just need to be able to clear that area out so that we can actually repair the generator. We got fuel. We got people. We don't really have the weapons.
You come to the point then, huh?
Yep. I'm sorry that people aren't warming up to you fast enough.
It's okay. I mean, the police department wasn't very nice to you guys.
Police department didn't seem very nice to the police department either.
He glances over at Lauren. It's obvious they, at least familiar stranger, know each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little telling that Lauren's not talking to him, though, so I guess you wanted me to talk to Connie.
It would be very helpful. Connie did seem to put a lot of weight on you surviving. And I don't want Connie to get some burr in her ass that we aren't helping you and that she needs to punish us for it.
It sounds like you're asking an NPC for help, even though the help is kind of fulfilling a bargain that was already struck.
Sure.
So when you ask an NPC for help, draw soul.
Cool beans. That is a 2 for the trace. Let's see here. Goodness. Also got to navigate this thing. Cool. So, draw 2 cards from the survivor deck.
Yeah.
Okay.
It should be recalled and shuffled, ready for you.
Cool.
What you got?
Oh, 2 misses.
Wow. I'll talk to Connie, but I really don't want to go back to her.
That's fine. I'll be honest. My preference would be for you to come back to us. Maybe for Connie to join us? How's that idea sound to you? You don't want to stay with her, and that seems fair to people in that old cop shop, but
Okay. This is going to sound really fucked up.
okay.
But let me remind you, people who die get back up again. Now.
That is fucked up.
So, Connie told me she brought all the walkers on the police department. That she did it. That it was her.
Do you believe her?
I didn't. She sure believed it. And now you're telling me that you had a bunch of walkers down in the basement? How the fuck they get there?
I mean, all a saboteur's got to do is leave a door open.
True, but
It's a big building.
it is, but you didn't see him anywhere else? You didn't. I'm just saying, she thinks she can tell them what to do.
Huh. Huh.
So,
And I glance up at Lauren and I look back at Vincent. Yeah, I can see why you wouldn't want to stay.
I mean, it wasn't that good before.
Yeah.
But still. Even if she's wrong. Like, how do you even have a conversation with somebody like that?
I mean, in general, you try to hurry. You try to fucking change the subject. You humor them until they grow out of it, but maybe not when they've got dozens of guns.
He finally looks to Laura and he says, Laura, you saw how many came, and they just swept over the police department like fucking Black Friday or something. Just all over. And they came up out of the water? And Lauren's like, I mean, yeah, there were a bunch who were wet. I saw a bunch waterlogged. They're fucking undead. It doesn't mean Connie called them. She's just a weird chick. It doesn't make any sense. Vince is like, I told you, it's fucked up. I'll talk to Connie and see if she'll roll and give you guys some weapons. I mean, if she really can't command these things, then what does she need them for, right? So,
Yeah.
People.
Not really. Huh. All right. I'll go with you.
Tracy,
Probably tomorrow.
Yeah. No offense, but you can't run away. What if this goes pear-shaped?
Then it goes pear-shaped, man.
Okay. We'll go tomorrow.
All right. Hopefully we'll see the scouts come back having actual good breakfast with some fucking vegetables in it. Man, I hope they bring back tomatoes.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Man, I never just wanted to fucking bite right into a tomato before. Now I can't get it out of my head.
Vince is like, yeah, tomato would be good. Bunch of
All right.
avocados. That'd be so good.
Oh shit, I miss avocado toast.
Yeah. I miss toast. I miss bread.
Fuck. We have ovens in the kitchen. If we can just find flour, we could make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have this little no-knead recipe I used to do. Like, it takes 18 hours, but you don't have to knead bread, and it's good.
That sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah.
What'd you do before? Were you like a baker or something?
No, I was a musician. I toured with a band.
You don't say.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I used to go to shows every weekend. I would always go out, dive bar kind of stuff, like never going anywhere, bands. It's still good though.
Just because you aren't going anywhere doesn't mean you're no place, you know?
Right. I didn't mean that dismissively. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. It's cool. It's cool. Like, I feel lucky that I had enough of a chance to actually do it, you know?
And very astutely pointed out, I think you have definitely opened up to someone, but your feelings are past, so please draw soul. On a hit, you both clear stress. I was nice enough to say you don't have any stress, but you get to choose some stuff so you can raise their disposition if you get a hit. I believe I've already recalled. Nope. Okay. All right. I am recalling and I am shuffling. There we go.
All right. A triumph.
Wow, that's awesome. So on a hit, you both clear stress. You're good. You choose one. Face down identity cards, that's not an option. Ask any question. They must answer honestly. And so your choices are ask them any question. They must answer honestly. Don't know why I have trouble with that. Or for an NPC, raise their disposition or calm them down.
Gonna raise his disposition.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think this is the perfect role-playing opportunity for that. Vincent has gone to Team Tracy.
Yeah, all right. Well,
cool. You guys
I'll chat a little bit longer and then say my goodbyes and probably try to get some rest.
I think as things are starting to tail off, Lauren's going to get up and say, let's wheelchair you back. Yeah.
And like, I try to stand and I'm like, yeah.
I'll be right back. And when she takes off, it's just you and Vincent for a minute. And he says, you guys are pretty serious?
Yeah.
Lauren's all right.
I like
Good
it.
luck. Good
Thanks.
luck. Yeah. And then we'll bring that scene to a close and we will go ahead and take our break. It is 18 after. Let's take a 7-minute break or so. We'll meet back at 25 after. See you guys in a bit. Hey, I see the note that Alex needed to drop out.
Looks like it.
That sucks. So I don't know if you guys heard the barking in the background earlier.
How's that beaker doing?
Beaker says, we have sprinklers on several of our walls, and they are very dangerous and need to be barked at because they are constantly following me, he says. They're ever present, but just once a day he'll go. And then barks. It's the only thing he barks at, really, pretty much.
Huh.
Yes. Here, let me give you a treat for coming to hang out with me for a minute. There you go, buddy. Says these biscuits are not the best, but they don't spoil, so I can keep them up here. I am going to see if I can eject Alex. Let me see.
See, it's learning opportunity. Alex is
He will not be able to rejoin this meeting, but I can start a new one if need be. All right, so I'm gonna. Well, actually, let me see if he's showing on the recording. Oh man, I closed that tab. I'm gonna do. Sorry, still learning. Give me a moment, friends. I
No rush.
apologize. I am reading, perusing in between a bunch of other things, a game system called Soft Horizon. It's from VSCA Publishing. I mostly know them from they did a Fate variant called Diaspora, and they've done some other stuff, but this Soft Horizon is okay, cool. So it's not showing Alex, so I don't have to worry about it. It's a multi-die system, but the part I just got to, because there's an SRD, and I'm just not sure if the two games that have been released on it so far, one of them is called like King Machine, I think, and it's like Intelligent Apes, and I'm like, fuck that. I don't know why, but Intelligent Apes don't do it for me in any media, in any shape or form. I just don't like it. So that's definitely not for me. And the other one's Sand Dogs, which is a diesel punk fantasy grave robber thing, which I'm like, I don't know how much that super appeals to me, but there was just something about in the pitch on the Drive-Thru RPG page. He said obstacles to online play have been removed, making this a go-to choice for playing with friends anywhere on the net. I'm like, oh, I want to check that out. So the SRD is available on the itch page, not on VSCA's main page. They're like their own website. It says coming soon, but it's on their itch page. I need to send a note to the Brad Murray. But I'll tell you this quick thing, and then we're going to jump back in. I was just reading about the way that like a maneuver works, and the way that it works is kind of amazing. So, the referee GM frames the scene, which requires resolution. The first player to respond with an action that maps to a method that's in bold, that's like a way you do a thing, will throw dice. They're the primary. Players can use a method that has no dice, blah, blah, or they cannot use a method that has no dice. The referee suggests a risk in a method, and if everybody agrees, the primary brings the die indicated on their character sheet for the selected method. Here's the part where it gets cool. Others may offer help with a method of their own for something from their loot. The primary can add resources like loot, bonds, or scars. The primary rolls the dice and chooses which die will be used for resolution. Here's the part that is thing. You color code whether it's the primary's dice or others helping dice, because the primary rolls the dice and chooses which die will be used for resolution. So it's a single die for the resolution against, I think it's a target number. I'm still reading through it. Sure. The die is a source from a source other than the primary. Any realized risk may be on that person. So the primary takes the help dice, looks at all of them. We can all see them because they're color-coded, and chooses which one of them to use. It does not specifically say you have to use the highest die.
Right.
So if you know a failure's coming in, you can choose to use your buddy's failure so that he eats the consequence. And I think that's really kind of scary and interesting.
Huh.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty
Yeah.
neat.
Huh.
Yeah, and it seems like there's a result table and some other stuff going on, and you can take wounds or debt, and so that's all stuff I'm still trying to figure out. But I thought that was a really interesting way of pooling together someone's help, and there's a little bit of strategy there in how you resolve it. So excited to see some more about that. The end. And of course, I'm working on it to see if there's a Star Wars hack I could eke out of it, but that's fine. That's just who I am. I'm the Star Wars hacking guy now. It's my thing. I used to be the Lady Blackbird guy. Now I'm the Star Wars hacking guy. But with Alex,
everything can be Star Wars if you try hard enough.
You don't have to try that hard most of the time. You really don't. You could change shotguns to blasters, and all of a sudden you're in a Star Wars game instead of a Monster of the Week game. It's crazy. So let's jump back to Tyler, to Braun, and it's starting to get dark outside. And you've started to forage for supplies. So when you forage for supplies, draw 3 cards from the survivor deck. Let me make sure. Let me go ahead and hide the extraneous decks. They're all hidden, and I'm going to recall the survivor cards.
Okay.
And shuffle. I wish there was like a 1-button recall all and shuffle. They're ready to go. Go ahead and draw 3 survivor cards.
All right.
On every hit, you take +1 gear. Spend it to save what you find while foraging. A triumph counts as +2 gear instead of +1. And you can push your luck while foraging to draw from the bite deck to forage again.
All right. Well, I've got 2 misses and an edge, so 1 hit.
1 hit. Okay. So if you're taking a look at the Enclave, I just did a little drop like bloop thingy. You can see here that it says spending gear to get something. 1 gear, useful but disposable. Flare, few rounds of ammo. I'm going to say I'm going to be terrible. I'm going to say you need 2 gear to have a tire that will fit this rescue squad.
Okay.
Does that feel fair? All right. So you've got 1 gear. You can declare it's something, or if you want, you can push your luck while foraging, draw from the bite deck to forage again, and draw another 3 cards from the survivor deck, or you can huff it back home.
I'm going to draw from the bite deck.
Okay, I don't have to shuffle that, so.
And it's a threat.
Ooh,
More zombies.
Nice. So you move around, you size up a few cars, and again, we're near like a little community garden in one of the suburbs of the city, and you see like 5 zombies come out of what looks like a restaurant. They come shambling out. One of them is a woman with obviously a wig because her hair still looks pretty great. And a couple guys in like tennis shorts. And it looks like all of them were shot by bullets. And they come shambling out, and Roxana's like, hey, you see him, right? You see him?
Got him.
And they're starting to come across the street to where you are. You're right by a truck, and you just found that there's a lot of rot around those wheels. But go ahead and roll those. Draw 3 more survivor cards. I have recalled and shuffled them. Thinking of you, Alex.
I got another edge.
That's all you needed. Another edge and 2 more misses?
2 more misses.
Wow, you have the worst luck today. But you know what? That's all you needed. So I'll recall all and shuffle them now. So if you want, you can try to direct your NPC ally to go try to ward them off, because you have found a jacked up truck that the wheels look real good. And if you put that thing on a jack, you can probably work on it. You're going to need to Roxanne to hold things off, or you can work with her and try to fight off these zombies, or you can, because we never use this, you can try to fool the dead. Maybe run around, double back, or get them trapped or something.
Yeah. What to say? Let's try and fool the dead. We don't do that often.
We don't, and your steel is pretty okay.
Yeah.
It's the same as your savagery, but the options are interesting. All right.
Yeah. So I'll look at her and I'll say, we're going to draw them off so we can get back here. Let's not attract a whole bunch of attention, just them.
Smart. Now, just to check in, you have Juanita's gun?
Oh, I definitely grabbed it.
Cool. All right. When you try to fool a swarm of zombies, draw steel.
All right. Let's draw some steel. Everything's recalled, I'm assuming.
It is.
Oh, you did.
I took care of business. Don't get used to it.
Triumph.
Triumphe. Awesome. On a hit. Your efforts to mislead them work. Choose one. Your deception is incomplete or brief. You attract more zombies to the scene. You mark stress or draw from the bite deck, your choice. Wait. Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, you have to choose one of these. Even on a triumph, it's just on an edge. I also choose one.
Right. Yeah, it's always bad. I think it's going to be brief. I think we've got a short bite, but hopefully long enough.
Cool. So you kind of run around and get to a point where you're on a fence. You skip over the fence. Roxanne is there with you. Maybe she shoves a couple of them back and she leaps the fence as well. You get back around and she's waiting in that alleyway and she says, all right, go jack that thing up and pull that tire. I'll hold them off. And let's have you avert disaster.
Oof.
When you try to avert disaster, say what you're trying to prevent, which is, I think pretty obvious. Get the tire before the zombies come back around again or others show up. Mm-hmm. And draw survival. I have recalled and shuffled.
All right. I will be drawing 2 from that as well. A lot of 2s on that card. Let's see here. I got an edge.
Okay. On an edge. You pull through, but it will cost you.
Hadn't recalled cards.
Ah!
Because there's my triumph up there.
Well, then let's redo it. Okay. All right. Because that shorted you a triumph, and that's not cool. I have recalled and shuffled. I'm sorry. Damn it.
It's all right. I would have rather kept that edge. I have 2 misses.
Sucked. You start working on this thing, and so you pop the first 3 lug nuts, and you get to the 4th one, and the thing is the one that's closest to the ground. You remember there was a point when the water rose for a long time. Must have rusted shut, and you can't get it to budge at all. The tire, you're looking at it, it's in great shape. It's a really good, strong radial, same size as the rescue squad, but you're going to have to go get a hammer and beat on this thing for a while. And Roxanne, you hear her saying, okay, they've moved through the fence. We got to team him out. That means go. We got to go.
Okay, and they're coming down the alley, right?
Mm-hmm. She's got her staff, and she'll fight them off if you want to. If you want to direct your NPC ally.
How about we do something else we haven't done? How about I say, come on, let's load something up, and we barricade the end of that alleyway.
Nice. That sounds awesome. Were you looking at a particular move or just
barricade a place.
Oh, is there barricade a place? Where am I missing?
Last move on zombie moves.
My thumbs spin over it every time I grab it because I'm an idiot. When you barricade a place against the zombies, draw survival. On a hit, the location is mostly secure. This is awesome. Sorry, I don't know why I'm getting so excited. They're just moves. But dang it, I love them. I'm going to recall, and then I'm going to shuffle, and I've 100% done it. Okay.
Cool. All right.
Draw survival.
Ooh. And your thumb was just like Dr. Hibbert's when he would read Homer's. I got triumph. would read his X-rays, not seeing a crayon in his nose and an edge. I'll take the triumph.
Was that a Simpsons reference?
It was indeed.
Yes. It has been more than one of my son's lifetimes since I've seen an entire Simpsons episode. Okay. When you barricade against draw survival on a hit, the location is mostly secure. So you guys grab, maybe you move a dumpster in front of them. And I think that she's used her staff. She's kind of jabbed a couple of them, but there are a few more that joined that horde, drawn by the possibility. You run back over, the two of you working together. She kind of stomping on the little cross tie thing to get it to finally go, and you pulling with all your might, and then pop, finally comes out. And then you guys still have it jacked up, so you pull that tire, roll it back. It's getting dark outside, and I imagine you probably got like enough gas in this thing to like turn on the car, and you've got you don't turn on the headlights, right? But you have the car, the rescue squad going, jack that thing back up, and then you put the tires on. The next scene we see is you guys rolling down, heading back to the hospital, successful.
I am going to tell her, while we're in there driving, all right, this is how it went down. Juanita turned on us. We had to take her out. That explains Robert getting shot.
Sounds like you're asking her for help.
I suppose so. I'm hoping she's at least positive towards that idea.
Well, she came out here for it, but I still want to see what her reaction to this, her friend getting killed over this.
All right. So asking MC for help. I draw soul. Oh, that's a good one.
Oh yeah, good.
All right. Recalled and certified.
Wait, did you draw?
I haven't yet.
Okay, because I didn't recall, and now I have. All right, we're good.
Two edges and an opportunity. I'll take the edge. That's more interesting anyway.
All right, sweet. So on an edge, the GM will tell you what they want. Do it, and they'll return the favor.
Nice.
She says. Yeah, I mean, that's the right story, but listen. I want that pistol.
What you plan to do with it? Or you just want it for the protection?
I just want it for the protection. It used to be Robert and me. Now it's just me.
I'll pull out the pistol. It's not just you. What you did here was to help the whole community. What you and Robert did, and he gave a lot. But I'm here with you. I'm going to make sure you're okay too. We're all in this together. I'll just hand it over hilt first to her.
She takes it. Kind of stuffs it in a pocket. Thanks. And the rest of the ride is quiet. I think a rescue squad, I imagine it just has a radio and then like the full-on like CB radio kind of deal. I don't imagine it has a tape deck or a CD player. And
it's like Creep Show. It has the tape deck we can put Midnight Special on.
Cool. So you guys, what is the song you guys are listening to on low, right? But on low as you're pulling back into St. Lazarus.
I like Midnight Special.
Nice.
Not the Midnight Special.
So we'll kind of jump to Tyler, Braun and Roxana coming back to report what's happened to, I guess, your small council, as it were. We've got Tracy and Lauren and Clayton. And yeah, it's a little bit smaller. A few less people.
We'll have brought, because we were bringing back Robert's body. But I think probably we parked, and unless she made a difference, we're going to leave it in there and go report before we haul it out. And
Yeah.
I'm at least trying to not draw a ton of attention as I see Tracy and have motion.
That's cool. I think there are people who are aware that you went out on a scouting mission, but they're going to let you report back. And of course, there's a few people who notice, like, hey, there were more who went out than came back, kind of thing.
Trace, it went a little sideways.
What happened?
Well, we found some dead. I thought we were going to get a clean strike on her, and she copped it. We lost Robert. We've got his body back there.
All right.
2 shots to the abdomen.
Okay.
Story is she turned on us, which in fact is what happened.
All right.
Got some food, got some gardening implements, and Roxanne here, she was really cool.
Get together.
She's the best.
All right then.
It was tough. I mean, we came back with a pretty good haul. It was just didn't go the way we wanted.
No. It's a fucking shame. Robert seemed like a good dude. But we've got his body, so we have a chance to say goodbye in a real way. And you got that hole.
Yeah. And we got rid of a problem.
Yep.
How are
Tomorrow,
things here?
they're all right. Tomorrow I'm going with Vincent to talk with, I forgot her name. Is it
It's Constance.
Constance? To go talk with Connie at the police station.
Oh. I don't like you going there alone or without me.
Well, so far the party is me, Vincent, Lauren. If you want to come too, if you think you're good after.
I'm sure as hell not wanting you to be out there without someone to watch your back.
Okay, bro. Again, I like give him the up and down look, and he doesn't look particularly injured or anything, so there's not much of an argument that I can muster against it. All right. That's our group. Vincent told me the damnedest thing.
What's that?
And I look at Roxana and I say, I don't want this spreading around a whole lot.
Okay.
But
you want me to step out or just keep
You're
my
cool.
mouth shut?
You're
you
cool.
can stay. You can stay, but I just want to have that out there. According to Vincent, Connie believes that she can tell the dead what to do. Right?
Like they understand her and just like she could talk to them?
Like she can herd them from place to place.
That's pretty weird.
It is pretty weird. I think it might be the stress on Vincent. But he connects it to how the police precinct went down so quickly.
Like she told them to attack the precinct.
Mm-hmm.
Would explain how she managed to survive it, I guess.
I guess.
But I mean, you can't talk to the dead. The dead don't don't hear you. That's crazy.
And that's why I don't want this to spread around a lot, because it's just real snake fucking crazy shit.
It also means we can't bring her here. I mean, if she
No.
starts talking that crazy shit.
No, I don't think she'll be popular with the locals. Let's put it that way.
Well, then what's the plan? We tell her she can't come? Or are we eliminating another person?
We have some things to offer her by way of comfort.
Vincent planning on going back with her?
No, you don't want to. He wants to stay here.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, I'm inclined to let him.
Well, she seemed to care about him enough that she, was willing to trade that he was okay, but I don't know if she's going to agree to give us anything if he says, nope, I'm not coming back to you. And of course, if she actually directed an attack on us, like it sounds like, she may not be willing to listen to us much at all.
Yep.
I'll be planning to get the drop on us.
Maybe. Other than a couple of the big swarms we've had, I mean, have the dead been behaving strangely to you?
No,
Yeah.
not really. I suppose we see if she's willing to trade.
Yeah, because
See if he's okay.
We've got beds, we've got sheets, we've got fabric. We've got a lot to offer, but...
All right, I'll follow your lead.
If I see proof that she put that police station under, though, if she can do the things that she says she can do, and this is how she uses it.
Well, if she's come at us once, she'll come at us again.
Yeah. Fuck. I hate this shit. I really do.
I think we get the trade done, see how that goes down, watching ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We could come back from that and make a plan afterwards. We don't have to make a spot right there decision. Ain't like she's roaming around.
Fair. All right.
All right. Let me grab a little shut-eye, and then I'm ready when you are.
Same. Roxana, good work out there.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey. Before we get any rest, let's take care of Robert. Let's get it square.
Yeah. I guess everybody's got to know, too.
Everybody's got to know. We gotta talk with the Reverend. I'm sure he'd want to say a few words.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this right. And I'm in a wheelchair by myself. I'll just wheel along.
Cool. So do we kind of fast forward to the scene at the makeshift chapel, or the chapel that the Reverend set up, and you've got I guess a pine box. Like, I'm not entirely sure what they would bury him in. Maybe they just have him. I'm trying to think, what would a hospital have?
A body bag.
Oh God, yeah, I guess so.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's basically what they got. Because that's for the
that's what they have.
military companies to provide.
And they probably don't tell the populace, but I have a feeling they maybe reuse these body bags because
we don't have an infinite number. We have a lot, but we don't have an infinite number. And whatever probably happened when everything went down with the dead, we probably have fewer than we would have.
Yeah. Is there anything? I think this would be really cool option for maybe Braun to open up if you want to try to heal some stress, maybe. It could be like maybe not a speech at the funeral, but maybe a little bit after. Who do you think he could open up to? Because, man, you got 4 stress, bro. You're about to trauma. Just an offer. If you don't feel like it makes narrative sense, that's okay. You're talking on mute, Tyler.
Damn it.
Yes! I'm not the only one.
I'm torn between whether this would be with Tracy or would be like with Roxanne.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, I could see either one.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna do just with Roxanne. Okay. And maybe it doesn't need to be, too terribly elaborate since it's with
Yeah. Since it's with an NPC. That sounds good.
But once the ceremony's done, kind of invite her, you want to get a drink?
Yeah, I do.
And we'll find a spot it's not like my bedroom or anything. There's nothing skeevy in this beginning here. It's but somewhere quiet. And I'll break out where I have whiskey that I've managed to hang on to here and there, and pour us a glass. And have you had to see many folks go down like that?
Yeah, we it was training night. It was my high school class. I'm not in high school. God, I'm a wish, right? But high schoolers, they came and took a karate class from me, and that was the night that it happened. We went out into the streets to try to help people. And of course it was, it's just a shitty strip mall that we were in. All kinds of plate glass windows so people could see us. Wasn't much. We tried pulling people in, barricading, and then one guy got in that he was bit, and then he turned, and then he was inside and outside, and I lost a lot of people. A lot, like everybody. I lost
the dead.
Rob.
We know the dead are against us, and there's no one who's responsible for what happens from them. The dead just are. But have you seen those of us who haven't been dead kill another one of us? Robert was shot by a living person. That's what makes this so hard.
I mean, I've never seen that. No. We left someone behind once. Robert and me.
We have to do what we have to do out here in this new world. We have to protect our own. What happened with Robert is a terrible shame, but he was doing pretty much the most noble thing that's left in this world. It's protecting other people. I've had to do it a lot. It's never easy. You're never certain. We had that vote. I'm not generally I'm not scared to do what has to be done. But I I was all for Clayton's idea. Let's let everybody be responsible. Sometimes it can't be that way. Sometimes someone has to just do it.
I know. I voted for what we did too. That's why I was okay with going out there. If I'm gonna say we got to do a thing, I'm gonna get my hands dirty. That's just the right way to do it. I
Well,
just fucked it up. And Robert got hit. I should have been there. He was a terrible fighter.
I should have been quicker. Accidents happen. He knew what he was
So much
getting.
easier to sit there in the fucking garden while you guys were doing it. I told myself, get up and go do something. And then I just sat in and said, no. Juanito, dude, like, I'm the heavy. She's the one who's been eyeing me the whole trip. And if I'm here, then maybe she's going to relax because. Nope.
You did everything you were supposed to do. I did what I was supposed to do. Robert did what he was supposed to do. Sometimes this shit just happens. It's dangerous. It'll happen more than likely to you, to me. No one's getting out of here alive. It's just making sure that we take care of the people that are left behind. And that's what Robert did.
Yeah. What about you, though? I mean, I haven't been here as long as most people, but I've been watching you, and you never stop. I've never even seen you sit down.
I spend a lot of time saving lives. And, you don't get a lot of sleep when you're going through your residency. You get to a point where you still spend 10 hours, 12 hours watching over a patient. But Tracy makes me feel like things can be better, that there can be a normal community again. And that's like saving lives. And it's worth doing anything to make sure that happens. There's no more Hippocratic oath. I'm going to do harm. I just got to make sure that it's worth it.
You're a good guy, bro. I'm glad I ended up here.
I'm glad you did too. Cheers to Robert.
Robert. See you go ahead and draw soul.
All right. Give us some recall. I got an edge.
Okay. On hit, you both clear stress and you choose one. Do you want to ask her any question? She has to answer it honestly, or do you want to raise her disposition? She's already calm.
Well, let's raise her disposition.
All right. Sounds good. Go ahead and mark off.
And you get to choose one.
On Edge, they also choose one. They ask for help. Mark stress to weasel out.
What's that? Oh, they ask for help. Mark stress to weasel out.
Yeah.
You're going to cost me that stress again?
No, that's terrible.
Oh.
They ask you any question, you must answer honestly.
Okay.
She'll say. You think we're going to end up murdering this Connie girl? Do you think we should?
Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if she tries to kill us. I think that we're going to go there and she's going to have the drop on us. We make this trade, we come back, we talk it over. We may have to. We may have to go in there and stop her. I'm not sure I don't think she controls the dead. I mean, who the fuck could do that? But I do think that she wants us done for some reason. I mean, it doesn't make logic sense, but she's crazy. She thinks she can direct the dead. So, yeah, I think in the end, she's going to end up dead. How that happens, I'm not sure yet. But I trust Tracy. She'll figure this out. She'll have a good idea of what's going on. And, she's very good about weighing the pros and cons.
Cool. Why don't you go get some sleep? It's going to have a big day tomorrow.
Yeah. Night, Roxanne.
No. Shall we skip forward to the morning? Or was there a scene that you wanted for Tracy?
Nothing jumps to mind. Would like a chance to grab a little water.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just a 2-second myself.
Yeah.
All right. Well, just call like a couple minute break. Just head out.
I'm back.
It's funny. I always know when it's the last day of the month because one of the folks on Patreon, like that's when they drop all their stuff on me. It's very funny.
Yeah. Wow.
Once Project Lycra, once we're done with our play test, we can talk about this after now that Tyler's back. But I'm curious what we want to do next.
Don't know.
There are a lot of people excited, by the way, Jen, for what I'm doing for the Gauntlet. January and February, I'll be running masks.
Okay.
And then people will be, like we did with Halcyon City, they'll be porting their characters to Project Lycra. So it's kind of a 4-month playtest, 2 months of masks, cool. 2 months of Project Lycra. And there are quite a few people who are like really freaking out about seeing Project Lycra in action. So pretty excited about it.
Nice.
All right. So we pick up in the morning, sun over high. It's one of those days where it's going to be hot, and because of the recent rain, there's like that kind of steam rising up from the street. And I'm curious, how many people are you going? Vince is going, Trace is going, Braun sounds like you're going. Who else are you bringing with you? You don't really show up in force, right? Because it sounds like you expect to be screwed, but you probably want to show up in force because you're going to be screwed.
I wouldn't mind Leo kind of skulking about, staying out of sight.
Yeah, that totally reads. He'd probably head out like before the crack of dawn, just to lay in wait and be ready. This seems like a Leo thing. I kind of like, I don't voice Leo a lot, but I kind of have a mental image of him pretty well locked in. I like him a lot, quite a bit. He's just a scavenger. He's very pragmatic and creative. Cool. So yeah, Leo's out there. This is the thing he does. It may be a point where you have to direct him to take action, but him going out and hiding in a place, that's fine. No draw whatsoever. Anyone else that you're bringing along? I know Roxana is going to ask to come, but you realize she's also carrying some weight. Lauren wants to come, but you know that Lauren has openly said, let's kill this bitch. DeMarcus is around, and he would be a good backup for you, but he's undergone his own personal tragedy recently. So
honestly, let's bring DeMarcus.
Cool.
Because from Tracy's perspective, he needs things to do that feel useful and good.
Absolutely, he does. Okay.
Have we hinted to him yet that we think this is the woman that let in the zombies that killed his brother?
Yes.
Okay. DeMarcus not the kind of person that would just openly go, oh, well, let's kill this girl, but that information is gonna have an impact on him. Okay. So just so I'm clear, DeMarcus is going with you. Roxana is not.
No, I'm gonna
Lauren
try.
Is not.
That's Tracy there.
Yeah, Tracy, are you bringing Lauren or no?
I'm torn between leaving that up to Lauren.
Oh, you leave it to Lauren. She's there.
Yeah,
and she'll even argue that like Connie knows who I am, so I can help. And I'm not going to say, "Hey, bitch, I'm going to kill you." She will never see it coming.
Yeah, I'll bring Lauren with me.
Okay, so Lauren and DeMarcus. I think Laura's going to push the wheelchair. Vincent's walking near DeMarcus and Braun. You guys walk across the street, down the half block to get to the police department. You still see the place, Braun, where you and Leo work together to drop shit on a bunch of zombies that hasn't been cleaned up. But you notice there are no bodies outside. There are no bodies at all around here. So do you guys want to call for her from outside, or is it a thing where you're going to go in?
I think we'll start by calling her from outside, because that seems like the honest, peaceful thing to do.
Okay. So you call for Constance and wait for a couple of minutes, and then you see a little bit of a silhouette moving on the inside because the front door is wide open at this police department.
Mm-hmm.
And then a young girl, maybe 12, comes outside. And just as a reminder, there was a young girl that Constance had in the property room along with Vincent. And this is that girl. And she's holding a walkie-talkie.
And I glance at Vincent for just the briefest of seconds.
And he says, Hey, Belle, how are you doing, honey? She looks up with haunted eyes, and she holds out a walkie-talkie. Whoever wants to talk to Constance can talk on the walkie. And she holds it out. What do you do?
I'll take up the walkie-talkie and say, "Hello, Constance. Good morning. This is Tracy from the hospital."
Good morning, Tracy. Is Vincent with you?
He is. Let me pass the walkie over to him for a moment. And I do so.
Cool. And he takes it and he says, "Hey, Connie, I'm fine. They did exactly what they said. I feel better than I have in a long time. I could stand to stay there a little bit longer, but we made a deal, right? We made a deal with these people, and they've been fair to us." She laughs. Hand the walkie back to Tracy, honey. Tracy, I guess you're the leader of this hospital now. Were you a doctor or something? I hated doctors. Always hated doctors.
I always get embarrassed when I go to a doctor's office. I feel that. But no, I'm a negotiator. I try to make sure that the people around me get to work together, make each other stronger instead of weaker.
So we made a deal. I was going to give you some weapons if you took care of Vincent. He says he's okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, Belle and I have been cleaning these weapons and making sure that we've got a whole bag full for you guys. So just send Vincent in, and then you can send in somebody else, and I'll give them the weapons, and we're even Steven.
All right, and I'll give a look back to Vincent and Lauren and Braun. What sort of faces am I seeing right now?
Lauren's itching to be the person to go in there, but she's going to go in there with a killing mood. It's just like, oh god, this sucks. But you have the feeling that Vincent might go along with this and try to escape later?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because her expectation is someone comes in with Vincent and Vincent stays.
That's exactly her understanding.
Yeah.
Vincent going is not part of Connie's deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll take a moment with the mic muted and see the faces that go in. Do you think your buddy, what's his name, Eco or
Leo?
Leo? Do you think Leo will be able to break Vincent out without anything bad happening?
He could probably help set up the opportunity. Vincent, you sure you don't want us to just make this trade and you try and walk out with us? I mean, you think she's going to shoot us all if you say, "I think I want to leave"?
He looks over at Belle. I think if I go in there, I'm not coming back out.
And I'll since we're taking time, I'll go in and say, "All right, we'll send Vincent in, and then I'll send in my bag person, just like you said.
Okay.
And then I'll let the talkie go off again. And I say,
Belle says, you really should just let Vincent come. You don't want to make her mad."
And I just, normally I'd squat down and I like start, and then I remember that actually that will be agonizing if I do it. So I'll like lean over and put my hands on my knees. And I say, if we do, it'll be the last time, okay?
She
We're
shakes
not
her
going to
head
let
no.
anything bad happen to you. All right, Bill?
That's what she says.
But we're also going to let you do some of the things that you want to do. There aren't a lot of kids at the hospital, but we do have a couple.
I used to babysit my brother.
Was that fun?
It was okay. He had an iPad. I didn't get an iPad. It was a hand-me-down, but it was still an iPad.
We got a couple iPads at the hospital too. They were for doctors, so they're not supposed to have any games on them, but I found one that's got games on it.
She's gonna hurt you guys. I'm sorry.
And I just gently, slowly, plenty of time to get away. I pat her head and I say, it's not your fault, Bill. You're doing your best, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And I'll say, all right, there's no way she's going to be in the same room as that bag.
You know, we could keep the kid out here.
Yep.
Seems like a little leverage.
Vincent, did she let you have guns?
She didn't before, but things have really changed. Maybe I could talk to her about it, especially if I come back.
Okay. And I'll like look at Lauren, and it's like the look. It's the, oh Christ, what is this sort of look. I'll say, well, Lauren, you're the one who's going to know best if these weapons have been tampered with and they look right. You know Connie. So I'd like you to go in with Vincent. Vincent, yeah, talk with her. See if she can see some reason. See if she wants to have further contact with the hospital.
I'll do the best I can. I think it would make sense if we could work together, even if we're apart, like sister cities or something.
Or something.
So,
all right. And then, once Vincent is going inside, Braun gets my pistol. And I say, see if you and Leo can find another entrance.
and I'll start moving off, kind of giving some signal so that wherever he is, he knows I'm looking for him.
Cool. And you're not entirely sure where he is, but you have faith that he is there. So you're heading into the belly of the beast, Tracy?
Is that like a specific move or?
No, it's just a colorful phrase. So you're heading in? Like you're not sending Lauren? You're not sending DeMarcus? You're going?
Thought you were sending Lauren.
I'm just being clear. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm still sending Lauren. I might go in with her maybe, but
I think if you start to go in, that Belle would say, just one.
Just one? Okay. Then I'll stay outside, but yeah.
All right.
And I have not said anything verbally, but I think Lauren knows enough about me and the different looks that I give. If she kills this woman, it is okay with me.
I think she's aware of that look. So here's the deal. You are directing an NPC ally to take action. When you direct your NPC allies to take action, draw 2 cards from the survivor deck. If the action is in line with the ally's skill, draw +1. So that's a good point. What is this ally's skill? So Lauren, I'm going to say that shooting somebody is definitely within one of her skills. So
yeah.
I will write her up as a character with 3 skills later, but that is definitely one of them.
Yeah.
She's like a paratrooper, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Violence, cool. Helicopter piloting.
Yeah, one of her skills has to be helicopter pilot, definitely.
And probably survival.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Shit, let me just write that shit down now. There we go. Just add a thing. So you get 3.
All right, before I do it, just double checking, make sure it's been recalled and shuffled.
That is a very fair question, and I just rechecked, but let me go ahead and do it one more time.
Sure.
And Tracy is keeping Belle out there with her?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's your insurance policy. Pretty clever.
Got to be able to communicate back with Cobb.
That's right. Good luck.
Yep, here we go.
It's almost like you're becoming Professor Tracy Xavier there in your wheelchair directing us all.
Yeah, I mean, shit, am I in a wheelchair right now?
Up to you.
Yeah, it's time to... Yeah, I am. So I got a triumph.
Okay. On a triumph, everything
for...
goes according to plan.
Yep.
Oh, that's good, because I don't know if you saw the... Yeah.
Yeah, there's the 2 misses.
Mm-hmm.
Which I choose not to play.
Cool. So, Lauren goes in with Vincent. Several long minutes pass. And then you hear a gun go off. And then a couple more shots. And
I cover Belle's ears.
Yeah, she flinches with every shot. And she's crying. She's just terrified. She thinks this has all gone wrong, that your friend is dead, that Connie's going to be angry with her. And then you hear over the walkie, "Get it? You need to get out of here. There's a shit ton of them in here."
You too, bail.
Okay, working on it.
All right. Braun's trying to get in through the back. See if you can do that.
Okay, so Braun, sounds like you're trying to get in through the back to give her an egress.
Yes.
Let's see if you can avert disaster. Draw survival. Hold on. Let me recall
All right.
and shuffle.
I will draw my 2 cards.
Hold on. Leo's with you. Well, no,
True.
that wouldn't do the thing, but yeah. All right. Draw your 2 cards.
2 misses.
Okay. You've got the equipment. You and Leo, you jimmy open the door, and when you do, you see there are a bunch of zombies in this hallway. They were all just standing there. Oh, looks like we lost Jen. Hopefully she'll rejoin us. It looks like they were just standing there, inert, almost placid. But that noise alerts them, and they turn. And Leo's like, another plan.
Yeah, we got it back. And I think we're backing up and attempting to try and take them as they come out one by one. Probably is our best bet.
Cool. So let me ask you this. Where we are with time, do you think maybe we just end this on a cliffhanger of that?
If we
open the
lost
doorway?
Jen as well as Alex, then
Yeah. If we lost Jen as well as Alex.
Oh,
maybe we've got Jen back. Let's see.
there's Jen.
Huzzah.
That was weird. Welcome back.
Yep, just this little brief interruption.
It happens. Don't worry.
Meh.
Cool. So what just happened was 2 misses on avert disaster. Leo pulled out his pry bar, popped open the door, and you look into the back hallway of this place, and there's just almost like standing in row, like they're in line at a concert, are a bunch of zombies that were just standing there placidly until this noise and the crack of the wood and the door opening up and the sunlight streaming in, and they turn, and that's when Leo's like, shit, another plan, and he tries to shut the door, but I think Tyler, as Braun was saying, that maybe they'll do a thing where they like open the door and they're going to try to fight their way.
Let
one
them
at a
come out
time.
one by one. Yeah.
Use the bottleneck to their advantage.
Yeah. But this lady's controlling undead.
So let's have you fight the dead then. And when you try to fight a swarm of zombies, draw savagery. I will give you 1 extra card because you've got this bottleneck and you've got your ally helping you. So situational +1, you're drawing savagery +1. Checking, and I'm recalling cards, and I'm shuffling cards.
Okay. I will be drawing 3. I have a triumph.
Nice. Okay, on a triumph, you choose 1. You attract the teacher to a third party. You end up in a bad spot. Draw from the bite deck, or you mark stress or suffer serious harm. Your choice.
I think I'm going to draw from the bite deck.
Okay. I'm recalling the survivor cards right now, and I am shuffling them. I do not recall or shuffle for bites, and you've already drawn. What have you got, my friend?
I have a threat. More zombies.
Seems appropriate.
It does.
Cool. You hear, we cut back to Trace, and you hear from the walkie, oh my God, they're fucking in here. There's so many of them. Listen, I don't know how we're going to get out. I'm going to the cage. I'm going to the cage. Okay, Trace?
What's the cage?
The cage, the evidence locker of the cage. There's a cage, and you hear a bunch of noise.
All right, get it.
And then you hear, and you also hear it, Braun, the sound of machine gun fire. And she's screaming and firing. Vincent and I are just going to stand here and take them down until there's no fucking more of them. That bitch is dead. and then you hear some more bullets, more fire. Meanwhile, we roll out to Braun, and you see you've taken out like 6 of them together. You and Leo kind of fighting side by side, and he's kind of hopping a little bit, like there's this like Bruce Lee style energy going on with him. He's like, "This is good. This is good. This is good. This is good. All right. Oh, damn it! There's more." And
Just gotta
I
keep
think
them one after the other.
DeMarcus looks over at you, Trace, and he goes, just get it. Just get back. I'm going to go help them, okay? I'm sorry, but you and the girl just go. And you're no good to us right now at this.
Fuck. All right. Stay safe out there, DeMarcus. Fuck.
And he's going to run around.
Yeah, I let him do it.
You see there's some that are starting to come towards the front door, slowly shuffling.
Yeah, I wheel us out.
Okay.
Yep.
I think Belle is gonna like grab and try to push her wheelchair. She's crying the whole time, and you guys will wheelchair like slow motion of zombies. And I think that's when Clayton is probably gonna start bringing some people out to try to help cover you guys as you come in.
Yep.
Roxanne is gonna come out, and probably Darian too. I mean, he's got nothing else to do. Why not kill some zombies?
Yep.
So they'll be coming out. Let's go ahead and have you draw, effectively directing your NPC allies to take action here.
Sure.
So let me make sure. I'm pretty sure I recalled, but I'll double check. Yes, so I've recalled and shuffled. You're directing NPC allies to draw 2 cards from the survivor deck.
All right. So with DeMarcus the bodyguard sort of leading the charge.
That's fair. Yeah, give yourself a third. That's within his skill set for sure.
All right, cool. Let's do this. All right, 2 misses and an edge.
Okay. On an edge, the plan works, but the GM chooses one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, Belle is doing the best. She gets you across the street, and then she gets to a curb and doesn't go for the curb cut and tries to push you up over the curb. And then Roxana comes running out with Darian behind, and Clayton comes out as well, and they try to cover you. You were able to kind of lean back a little bit and push yourself up and over.
I mean, I'll stand up and fucking suffer.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you end up having to stand up and then Belle, she just ditches the wheelchair, and she's going to run for the hospital as fast as she can.
Yep. Good.
Roxanne is, I mean, I think we kind of see like a Cynthia Rothrock, like martial arts taking down several zombies, badass action sequence. Darian has like a knife, and it's one of those where he's like, I'm going to act like I'm in a Walking Dead episode, right? I'm just going to like shove my hand up and under and like stab them. And he does it. He like pulls one off, and he dances around, and he looks back. And so Clayton comes up, and he tries the same thing. But his hand comes out of the way. Like it just comes up right into the fucking zombie's mouth, and it bites bites him right at the wrist, and he stabs it. And then we cut to Braun. Braun, you and Leo are waiting for the next wave. You heard all the machine gun fire on the inside. You hear there's a bunch of screaming on the a half block away. It's probably gonna draw some more. Leo says, we're gonna stay here until she gets out, right?
And does it seem like after we've had this first wave come through, are they being pulled? Are we seeing a whole bunch more coming our way? Or are they being pulled towards the front?
It's lightened a little bit. There's just like half of a swarm that are coming through now. The rest, you see a bunch of them are starting to head and file down towards. I don't think Braun did Braun go inside there? Like, does he know the layout? I can't remember. Yeah. Okay, yeah, you did go in that one time. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you actually see. I think you would recognize at least one of them as one of the people that followed Rolf, right? But you see them starting to head towards the gun locker, the
back end where she was, right?
back in where Lauren and Vincent are.
And Connie was there too. That's where she was holed up.
Yeah,
right?
that's where Connie was holed up.
Right. All right, Leo. Just like old times, quiet. We work our way through. We find what we want. We get it, and we get out.
Okay, I'm better at that. I'm way better at that. I mean, this is exciting. Don't get me wrong, but I really don't want it. It's okay.
All right.
All right. Sounds like you're making a plan here.
Mm-hmm. We're trying to be sneaky.
Careful, safe, stealthy, and smart. Use survival. Now, take +1 of the plan supported by plenty of resources and people. I'm gonna say yeah. He's good at it. Lauren and Vincent with automatic rifles are a hell of a distraction to cover any noises that you make. So I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
Based on the plan on accurate current information, you're going into the dark. There's a lot of them there. I'm not going to say yes on that one. Significant opposition? Yeah, there's significant opposition. So that takes out that +1 that you got. And then -1 if there's significant dissent. Nope, there's not significant dissent. So it is a straight up draw from survival. Let me check my survival
deck. Except it's me, so I get to draw soul.
All right. I am shuffling the deck and it is ready to go. Draw from the survivor deck, drawing soul.
All right.
Good luck.
That's my 3. Come on, baby. I got an edge. I got 2 edges, in fact, but that's as good as it gets.
All right. On a hit, you arrive in the middle of your plan. On an edge, some part of your plan encounters unexpected difficulties or your party splinters.
I like Leo, and he's not had his chance to have an episode yet, so it shouldn't be him dying. Let's have significant problem. Opposition, is that it? Significant opposition.
Yes. You see unexpected difficulties.
That's it.
Yeah. Cool. So you guys fight you sneak your way down the hallway. You hear more of the rat-a-tat machine gun fire. And then you hear Lauren like, come on. What is that all you got? Come on. She's taunting the zombies, trying to draw them closer. And at one point you hear her saying, you got to squeeze the trigger, not pull the trigger. Right. Short bursts. Okay, Vince, it's not made out of ammo. This isn't a Rambo movie. And then you guys are able to see there's like 5 high bodies. You've made it to that hallway. And you know the Lauren's like right around the corner, right? It's that one hallway where we originally saw Connie fire into the hallway and almost take out Rolf back, not so long ago. And then another door opens up. And it's across the hall. And you see that there's a whole other string of zombies. In the cacophony of the machine gun fire, they didn't hear them trying to knock down the doors. So there's your unexpected difficulty. And they're lined up with you. They're going to have to walk through the kill zone. Right? So it's kind of that Nintendo shooting arcade that maybe Lauren and Vincent can take those things down as they come across if you're willing to risk it. What do you do?
Okay.
Or you can cut and run.
No. I'm going to look at Leo and say, I know these ducks. The girl ran through the ducts. See if you can get up there and get to Lauren in there and them in that room. They got to come out that way. I'm going to bring these across. We'll let Lauren and Vincent just knock them down like bowling pins.
Okay.
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
And it's like, just so we're clear, right? The doorway to the evidence locker, gun room is here. It's like a T intersection. They're on the other side. You're here. You just came around. You see them and what bits of light that you have.
Right. So I'm trying to bring them across. They're going to shoot them as they come, duck hunt style. While I'm sending Leo to get over there to them. So if worse comes to worse, they'll be able to get up and hopefully find a way out, even if these things get to me and I can't hold the run.
So let's go ahead and have you direct an NPC, an ally, to take action, which I imagine is him pulling a newt and or a diehard and heading up and over, try to get into the evidence room / gun locker.
Okay.
Let me make sure I've recalled. And I am shuffling.
All
okay.
Right. And I would say, let's see, skills. He's got these skills.
He does, absolutely.
And I don't know if he has any equipment that'll help, though.
He's got a backpack,
flashlight, and
a heavy coat.
No, it's not going to help him. All right. So, I draw 3 cards. Triumph.
Nice. Everything's coming up, Leo. All right. Yeah, you bark off the plan. He hands you the flashlight and pulls out like a little pen light, screws it up, sticks it in his mouth, and he goes over and shimmies up that thing so quick that you almost miss him. And then he calls out from above, "Hey, a living person is up here. Do not shoot me."
And I'm going to yell out, "Lauren, Vincent, they're going to be walking across the intersection. Any of them you don't hit are coming at me."
"Okay, I got you," Lauren calls. And then Vincent says, "It's really loud. I can't hear too well. Just kidding."
I think I'll laugh out loud at that.
And you've got the flashlight, and you're kind of highlighting them so they can take a good solid aim. And let's go ahead and have you draw to avert disaster. Let me recall and shuffle.
Yeesh.
All right. You are drawing to avert disaster. Draw survival.
All right. That's 2. Come on. We've been very lucky. I got an edge.
Sweet. On an edge. You pull through, but it will cost you. The GM will offer you a hard bargain, ugly choice, or Pyrrhic victory.
Ooh, I love those.
Yeah. You can get through this if you just stand and shoot, but they're going to waste almost all the bullets from these weapons. Leo, Vincent, Lauren, and Hugh will all get out of this, but the cost is going to be that they had to waste all the automatic rifles. And you'll be down to basically like a few pistols and a shotgun.
Well, we can look for ammo some other time, but we can't find another Lauren or me, so yeah.
All right. Okay.
Spray and pray, baby. Spray and pray.
There you go. Yeah. It gets to a point where Lauren's screaming at Vincent, "God bless, just 3 shots at a time. God." But she'll work with him, and the two of them will fire away, and then you start hearing a pistol firing to take out a few. And I think maybe at one point you end up having to shoot one that gets across the way. And then we cut to the atrium where everybody is going inside. Trace, you made it in. You limped. You hobbled. It hurt. Belle grabbed your hand and tried to drag you out. and you guys are there. You're assessing what's going on, and
Yeah, the shots keep
see,
happening, so
yeah, and then
yep.
yeah.
Eyes fucking glued on it. I've probably, like, as soon as everybody's back inside, I like wave around and I keep a couple of our, combat ready folks near the front. Clayton got bit though. Did he?
He did not come in the atrium. He's standing outside. So when you do your quick like head count, you see that Clayton hasn't come in.
Shit. Are there still a lot of walkers out there?
There were a few. You know that DeMarcus and Roxana were working together to try to clear it out, but they were stacked. They were stacked in that police department.
Yeah. I'll have DeMarcus and Roxana wait here and say, listen, as long as they're still firing, they are still alive. We need to get ready in case they have to run back. We
Okay.
let them in. We barricade off this area. We take stock.
Okay.
Gonna see what
Okay.
the hell Clayton's holdup is. Somebody get Belle some water, some food.
Okay. Yeah, I think Elena will come in immediately, kind of snap to and try to help out with that.
Yep. But then
And-
I'll open up the door and stick my head out and just shout, Clayton, what's the holdup?
I ain't no good to you. I'm just gonna run. I love y'all.
Clayton? Does he
You
start
see
to...
him. He's
Oh
kind
my
of
God.
walking his way away from the hospital. Just going.
Fuck. I just lean against the wall in that walkway right near the atrium because they've got that little air passage space to make it not necessarily a total folly to try and heat the giant space.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'll just bang my fist on the wall a little bit. And stare out. Watch Clayton's retreating form a little bit. Step back all the way inside. And just remind people that they need to be ready for when Lauren and Braun come back.
You hear the walkie spark to life, then you hear Lauren's voice. Trace, you there? You still there?
Yes. Lauren, what's up?
I think we got them all. I think we're okay.
I take a moment to shout through the atrium that they got them all.
And Roxana will say, "There's still a few in the street."
Fuck. Okay, Lauren, there's still a few in the street. We're here gathered up in the atrium with a few people ready to bust out and help you make it back.
Okay, I'm coming back to you, girl.
All right. Play it smart. I'll see you in a few.
So Braun, you make your way. They're coming out of the evidence locker / gun locker, and they've got the big honking duffel bag full of guns. Lauren's gone through, and the 2 automatic rifles, she's already just tossed them down. Just, if we ever find bullets, we know where to find it. There's
Right,
no
we
reason.
can come back for them.
Okay. And she's grabbed a few Kevlar vests, and I think Vince is going to grab a riot shield.
Yeah, I think I'm going to grab me one of those riot suits myself.
Riot shield's good shit.
Yeah, Cool. So somebody should make note of that. That's some equipment that you guys can have access to. And you want to bust your way across. Yeah, one. I think this is a plan. You guys are working together, right, to get everybody back in
I'll
without much
pretty
trouble.
much give this. Let's hell, if there are several of those shields, we'll grab a flying wedge through. Just put your shields up and move.
Oh, that sounds like steel to me. You guys just trying to bust your way through, suck it up, and make it.
But it's me, so it's Soul.
Oh man! All right, cool. Is that true? Every time you do a
I'm a doctor, so we always make plans with Soul.
cool. All right, fantastic. So let's see here. Supported by plenty of resources and people. I'm going to say yes right now. Current and accurate information, yes there as well. Significant opposition that would interfere with the plan. If there isn't significant opposition, this isn't that exciting. So I'm going to say so yes on that. No dissent whatsoever. They are all on board. So there's a total of +1. So you're drawing 4 cards. Let me make sure that I've recalled. I had not. And I will shuffle the deck. 4 cards to you. Good luck.
All right. Come on. Triumph.
Sweet.
And
So you guys bust out with a pair, like a little phalanx position of riot shields. You knock over a couple of the dead. And yeah, DeMarcus and Roxanne will come out and try to hold the door for you guys. You rush across, and in just a few moments of frenzied action, you make it to the other side. All that I need now is for someone to, I don't know. Do we need to barricade? Nah, triumph. You just triumphed. It's good. Made it across. You've paid a heavy cost. So, yeah.
I
Can't
think
go outside for the next bit, I think. Yeah.
I think when we get there, everybody's rushed in. I think there's a moment where Roxanne and I are kind of looking at each other, and I say, "She tried to kill us."
What a bitch.
And I'm going to kind of move up closer to her. She had to go. And I think she may see like the pain on my face and that kind of breakdown of always being going, always trying to take care of things.
I think it is time for you to open up.
I don't know if it's an open up so much as just like I am appealing for some human contact.
Oh. From Roxana?
Right.
Cool. Yeah. I think Roxana just she'll drop her staff because they've closed the door and it rolls on the atrium tile floor for a minute. She comes over and pulls you into a hug.
And I think I kind of that, and then hold her tight and probably have that bit of hiccupy sob. From what
She just rubs your back and holds you, and typical guy stuff. I think DeMarcus and Darian just give you your space. Maybe DeMarcus or Darian's like writing a few notes, as is his wont. Leo will hover near.
He's going to put a book out.
Totally. He's totally going to write a book about this. And that will bring this season, our little abbreviated season of Zombie World to a close. And that'll end our session. Alex was unable to rejoin us. He had some feedback. He said he loved Jen's scenes with Lauren and Vincent. Not tense or action-packed, but it was totally engaging. And glad that Robert had a fleeting moment with Braun during Alex's third character death. During break, I told Carrie, I was like, Alex has lost 3 characters in 2 sessions.
I told Patrick too.
Oh,
she said, goodness. She said, "Oh God, I hope he doesn't get tired of playing." And I'm like, I don't think so. But man, the worst luck.
Oh, it's a meat grinder.
Yeah, he's really walked into the wood chipper several times there.
Oh, it's bad.
It's the worst. It's the
Whew.
worst.
This one
Oh.
was emotional.
Phew.
Crazy.
Poor Braun. Poor Clayton.
Poor Clayton.
Bless his heart, though.
That one.
Oh, he just goes.
You know the fans are going to be writing letters about that.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
You know what? We
Would've been
didn't make him
Clayton's
walk
friends.
into an open elevator shaft, so.
No,
Look at your friend's reference. That's awesome.
or L.A. Law. That was where.
Oh, that's where the joke
that
came
first
from. That's
happened,
right.
Yeah.
God, that was
Yeah.
so bad. I liked LA Law back then.
I did too.
I really liked that.
That's what's her face for Star Trek that went down that shaft.
Oh, that's true. Well, she was everywhere for a little bit. Everywhere that I
Yeah.
watched. Okay, let's quickly do some stars and wishes. I'll let you guys go. Stars and wishes. We'll do both together because it's always easier with stars and wishes. They're gentle. Who'd like to go first?
All right. Starting with stars. Rich, holy fuck. This was not just action. It didn't just have like politically things going on. It was unbelievably heart-wrenchingly emotional. I mean, every step along this way, none of this was clean. I mean, the assassination was horrible. The going into get this trade, it was horrible. It was just every bit of it was on your edge of seat, and the whole thing flowed really nice. Every bit of time management perfect in this. It was so sweet. Every scene went great. Chin, so many cool scenes. I mean, I think that you with Belle was just, that was so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
That was heartbreaking that Clayton towards the end, your reaction to it was so cinematic. It was so perfect how it would be. There was so much good you did on this one, Jen. And again, it was short, but Alex had a hell of a death scene. So, poor Alex, poor Alex. But I liked Robert, and it paid off. We get this one guy from the background who gets one episode to star before he gets it. So wishes, I'm hard pressed to, in the sort of sense of I want to play more. So there's a wish. But there's no, I wish this could have been better, or I wish to see something. I will say this. I kind of wish to see a little bit of a Braun Roxanne relationship there. I liked our opening up, and I liked kind of what they could mean for each other.
Yeah, I completely agree. I honestly, I had an inclination for that early on because I saw the connection. But Rich, have had conversations with you, Tyler, about romance and the like, and I didn't want to push it, thinking that I've read something that maybe was like one-sided in that particular.
I'm a quick fade to black, but I like the idea of there's loveliness in romance.
Good, cool. So I'm glad to know that. Thank you for that.
Further than normal fade to black on some of our stuff.
No complaints. Awesome. Thank you very much. Jen, what about you?
Oh my goodness, yeah. I mean, goodness, every scene really snapped this session. Just good entry, good exit. Lasted about the right amount of time. So tense, as usual. A lot of good interpersonal work, a lot of good NPC work. Oh, goodness. And getting back to the police station with Connie and being like, oh, fuck, maybe she does control the undead. She fucking does. And just getting that. Or you know what? If she doesn't control them, she certainly knows how to not make. make them not attack her. What a nightmare. What a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, Belle.
Yep.
What a poor girl.
Yep. Well, now she doesn't have to be around zombies all the time, and we're getting her an iPad, the one with the games on it.
Yeah, I think maybe she'll recover. 12-year-olds are tough that way.
Yep.
Especially with
Ah.
iPads. That's awesome. So yeah, I mean, next season when we come back to it, all you guys have to do is clear out the zombies down in the basement and fix the generator, and you got power. You got some more weapons. I mean,
it's gonna be a fucking breeze compared to this shit, right?
it's gonna be fine.
It's gonna be fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Cool.
And yeah, no wishes. I don't feel like I'd impose anything on this, you know?
Cool. Stars to both of you. I really liked Braun. The opening up scenes with Roxanne was gorgeous, and the scene with Robert, as we talked about his end, that was really, really cool. Being able to see Braun as like action star, pushing himself to the brink. Imagine he's like that 70s sweaty action star that's like just barely getting it done kind of stuff. And I love that. It was just so many 7 to 9, so many hard choices. And Jen, I really love Trace. She's just such a neat character, and I like the way you portray her. I like her the growth of her relationship with Lauren. Like I really feel that, and that's pretty wonderful. I like Kira a lot, but it was nice to see you play Tracy again. It's tough. Like that's the hardest part of this game. It's like, which of the awesome characters do you play?
Yeah, no, it's I was like, man, I left it up to a coin toss, and the coin toss was correct. But I was like, yeah, I think if I'd gotten the other result, I would have said Tracy anyway, because I felt like Tracy needed some camera time. Next session, I might push to play as Kira.
Might be a good. We'll probably just say Kira maybe went out on a run, or she was dealing with some other stuff. It's totally cool. She's back in it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have any wishes either. I look forward to playing some more Zombie World with you guys soon. In the new year, we'll pick this back up, but we're going to jump back to Project Lycra next session because we've got a big fight that we'll be opening up with Optimax versus the Halcyon City Guardians, and I'm looking forward to it.
Good time.
Let's see. I don't know how to stop. Oh, I think I do. I think I hit the button that says stop live stream. I think that's what I do. I'm going to do that thing. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
Have a great afternoon.